Hello everyone, I am Xerix Lord Sentinel, and welcome back to Century of Economy! When we left off, the resources were about to change, and gold had reappeared on the Gold Islands. Now, on to the action! The resource dice were rolled, with a 6 coming up for duration and a 6 for value, a continuation of the previous value. With islands reset by a drift, anyone could benefit from these values. At their colony, the Début de l'Aventure loads gold and finds a message in a bottle and a martyr's amulet. At Voyanui, the Triumph explores and finds jail, Celestine's charts, and, more impressively, Nemo's plans. The French explore Tutorial Island and find minerals, the least valuable resource at the moment. Triangle Island is explored, and metals are found. Finding a natural gap in the ice, the Phi-2 uses her hoist to explore Voyanui. She finds several shiny coins as well as Triton's defense and the Olmec. The Phi-2 also used her explorer to roll the resource for one half of Voyanui. To the dismay of the French, Voyanui now produces minerals. Despite the risk of the storm, Thane Heartless brings the Nautilus II to the surface and docks at St. Pierre. At the end of their turn, the French launch La Magnifique with Philippe Dubrissac, Amiral Louis Cartier, Captain, Helmsman, Cannoneer, Musketeer, Shipwright, and Oarsman. Across the sea, the Santa Ana docks at the lonely beach of Poseidon's Eye, and uses her explorer to explore the island, finding food. The Spanish are fortunate that the pirates found lumber at Kanohi Island, giving them a viable island to gather resources from. Using her hoist arm, the Buscador explores the lagoon and finds metals. The hoists quickly load up the newfound metals. On the western side of the castle, Spanish ships gather. The smaller gunships are reinforced by the Cruz de Cristo and Shui Xian. Docking at the western side of the castle is the Estrella de Marfil. She makes no hostilities, but is docked there nonetheless. Behind her, more of the small gunships make their way west. La Ebro makes land at the Lagoon Island and loads the shiny treasure that can be found there. With talks broken down between them, the Americans begin to head back through French waters to their own. The Kentucky docks at the castle and levies a boarding action against the center colony, winning and raising the colony. Flat Top Island is explored and lumber is found. In the sub-ocean, the Lamon finds the Barbary banner and some rum. In the background, the Pyre watches. The Cheyenne busies herself eliminating yet another iceberg. Docking at Voyanui Beach, the Frontier finds the Necklace of the Sky, along with some shiny treasure. Noticing the brave Selkirk in their waters, the Egan moves into firing position and encourages the submarine to move on. Their larger ships are unwieldy, and so the Venture and Constitution duck into nearby fogbanks to get out of the way. At the end of their turn, the Americans launch the USS Kettering from Thompson's Island. With the Orphan already docked at Poseidon's Eye, the pirates give her an explore action, which results in her finding food. At the pirate home island, gold piles up, but is also converted into higher value coins. The Cursed re-explore the Pyramid Island and find metals, not worth much at this time. Gold has appeared on their colony island, where the Skin Flyer has towed the Gnat. The Gnat is given a repair action to get her single mast back up. In the sub-ocean, Slark, Gubbet, and Calypsos are frozen as a result of their findings. Other slower sea monsters are already missing the boost provided by the Serpent's Fang. In the eastern reaches of the sub-ocean, Kalama and Pryadak meet. Above the waves, an iceberg hits the Dreadnought, eliminating her stern mast. Not risking the safety of the Nautilus, too, Thane Heartless uses a fleet action to submerge the sub and move her out of the way of nature's wrath. A wide shot of the waters around Voyanui. Both the Americans and French have interest in the treasure that can be found on Voyanui. The French have added considerable firepower to their fleet and are sending those ships off to buff out their line, much to the annoyance of the Americans. Space is shared at the beach between the Americans and the French. The French know that Nemo's plans are highly valuable and sought after, and are nervous for the triumph. On the other side of the island, the Fitu and St. Denis work together to load silver coins from Voyanui. Ships pile up in a traffic jam at Voyanui. The fog banks create a natural bottleneck which makes traversing the area difficult, at least for multiple large ships. Several French runners dock at Triangle Island, which now produces metals. At the end of their turn, the French launch Le Petit Dauphin with helmsmen from St. Pierre on the Portal. Spanish ships dock and load metals from the lagoon. Ships flock to Kanohi Island, which now produces the most valuable resource on the sea. Docking space quickly becomes limited, especially with several larger and wider ships. The Devil Ray enters the lagoon, while the Ebro docks at the interior pier and makes ready to unload her coins. At the castle, the Estrella de Marfil redocks and declares hostilities against the American-controlled tower. She easily wins the boarding party and seizes control of yet another tower of the castle. On the other side of the castle, the Principe de Asturias fails to free herself from the weeds, causing yet another setback in Spanish plans. At Poseidon's Eye, the Santa Ana disgorges her explorer in order to explore the summit of the island and see if there are any shiny goodies up there. At the end of their turn, the Spanish launch 2 ships at their home island. El Cielo Español, with Captain Santiago Navarro, Sebastian Rojo, helmsman, cannoneer, and 4 oarsmen. And El Cruzado Nuevo, with Rogelio de Silva, Inquisitor Rosa de la Cruz, helmsman, musketeer, and oarsman. At the Pathway Island, the Whitmore discovers the Nui Codex, which will allow her to move through islands. A wide shot of Eastern American waters. More gunships have been added to their line against the French and the Spanish. Exiting the fog, the Constitution forges a path for herself and the Vermont. At the end of their turn, the Americans launch the Pawtucket with captain, helmsman, cannoneer, fireshot, and oarsman from their level 5 colony. They also purchase 8 cargo crates at their home island. Exploring the only other island they've been to, HMS York finds Marines, which eliminates her stern mast. Hidden Cove Island is explored, and minerals are found, the lowest value resource at this time. This hurts the English gold effort, even though the English have a decent stockpile of gold on their home island. Tensions rise at Poseidon's Eye as the Orphan places a talent upgrade, giving control of that beach to the pirates. Spices have a decent value, and the pirates are capitalizing on finally having a worthwhile resource nearby. At the Claw Island, more minerals are discovered. The Cursed have been taking advantage of the high value of medicine and have gold overflowing into the sea from their home island. All of their dragons converge on the Orphan and the southern side of Poseidon's Eye. With the pirates occupying their attention, no mind is paid to the Santa Ana. With a fearsome cry, Morgul unleashes a swoop attack on the Orphan, which hits, eliminating 2 of her masts. Shalbala swoops against the Orphan as well, but misses. In the background, Smaug descends to the beach. Smaug is given a second action and attacks the pirate town, going 3 of 4 against it. Hearing the sounds of battle, the Phantom emerges from inside the eye, eager for a fight. Opening fire on the town, the Phantom finishes what Smaug started. Wanting more excitement, Shamshir feeds a captive crew to his ship and flies around Sisqua'aluk to get a potential line of fire on the pirate ships. In the sub-ocean, Calypsos comes to rest at an island and will explore it on her next turn. The Pyre and Kalim eye islands in the northeast section of the sub-ocean. The Americans have explored and taken advantage of these islands in the past, and the Cursed hope to finally get their hands on the treasure that can be found there. Above the waves, the Merchant's Lament explores the western portal, finding cannibals. At the end of their turn, the Cursed launch 2 of their last sea monsters, Jormungandr and Tiamat. The French re-explore the eastern portal with the Petit Dauphin, who find some shiny goodies, mines, and the Miru. Ships make the short trip between Tutorial Island and the home island. Voyanui and Triangle Island are too far and too crowded at the moment. That said, the ships at Triangle Island load full holds of metal, which they will hope will change value on their way home. A wide shot of the lines of battle drawn by the Americans and French. Dozens of gunships are located here, with the majority of French firepower present. At the end of their turn, the French launched several ships at their home island and level 5 colony. Le Rochefort with helmsman, La Danae with helmsman, La Richelieu with helmsman, Le Saint-Michel with helmsman, and Belle with helmsman. A wide shot of the Spanish home island. Ship movement is slightly better now and allows for more gold ships to make land at the home island. In the upper right, the Trinidad has been unleashed. At the castle, the Mortar Rapida makes a tough about-face and points her bow back toward home waters. At Poseidon's Eye, the Santa Ana explores the stack of coins on the summit of the island, finding several nice golden goodies, along with spices and Celestine's charts. Back at the castle, on the northern side, the Principe finally frees herself, only to get tangled again in a different Sargasso. Using a fleet action to avoid the wrath of the Cursed, the Santa Ana returns home via the Whirlpool and emerges unscathed. At the end of their turn, the Spanish launch several ships at their home island. El Viento Enfermo, with captain, helmsman, cannoneer, musketeer, and oarsman. Volar, with captain, helmsman, cannoneer, musketeer, and oarsman. La Maldición, with captain, helmsman, cannoneer, musketeer, and oarsman. El Pulpo, with captain, helmsman, cannoneer, and oarsman. Il Deus, with captain, helmsman, cannoneer, musketeer, and oarsman. And La Serviente, with captain, helmsman, cannoneer, musketeer, and oarsman. 2 American ships sail into pirate waters, looking to make a deal. As the sun sets, more ships are added to the American line of battle in the east. Multiple ships move to investigate the Príncipe de Asturias. At the end of their turn, the Americans launch the USS Falcon with captain, helmsman, grapple shot, and oarsman from the Pathway Island. They also launch the Rose Lion at their home island. Trade continues at Sharktooth Island. Pirate runners grab spices and make the return trip home. Several of their 2-masted ships have gotten tangled in Sargasso Sea, however, which has frustrated and annoyed the pirates. The Orphan struggles to turn about and flee the wrath of the Cursed and their sea dragons. A meeting is held between the Captain of the Terror and the Americans. The Golden Medusa attempted to flee, but was not able to outrun the Phantom, who catches her on her starboard side. However, the guns of the Phantom fall short, and no damage is done. The Cursed will have none of that, however, and sends Shalbala to back up the Phantom. Her own cannons fail to do meaningful damage to the pirate ship. Smaug is called in to show the newer dragon how to deal with ships. Going an impressive 4 for 4, Smaug takes 2 masts off of the Golden Medusa. Not forgetting about the Orphan, Morgul attempts to swoop attack the ship again, but misses. He is given an extra action to box the Golden Medusa in on the far side of the cliff island. Back at Poseidon's Eye, Sisqua'aluk explores the island and places a cursed town on it. In the sub-ocean, Kalima and the Pyre make contact at the same island, preparing to explore it for the Cursed. Elsewhere, Ehelek swims east along the southern side of the Bone Temple. At the Whirlpool, Jormungandr and Tiamat enter the sub-ocean, losing their tails in the process. A storm threatens the Spanish ships on the western side of the castle. And that wraps up this report. Tension is mounting in the east between the Americans, Spanish, and French. Will it boil over into war? If you want to see what happens next, make sure you're subscribed. If you liked what you saw, hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.